Now, Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.
All right, Ken, thanks very much. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a Tuesday night edition of the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call right here on Pittsburgh CW. 412-575-2600. That is the number on the Bordas and Bordas hotline. We have a lot to get into today. Real quick, some baseball news just because it happened today. Pirates made a trade. Ivan Nova gone to the White Sox. In exchange, they get a young 19-year-old pitcher, last name Rosario, and they also get $500,000 to use in the international fund so they can go out and look for international players, I suppose. But Bill Brink of the Post-Gazette, an interesting take on this. He likened it to what we saw with the Charlie Morton trade a couple of years ago to Philadelphia. They got a player back in return who never pitched for them. So it looks like it's a reallocation of money. They saved $8.5 million. Gene Collier of the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette is here, outstanding columnist. Your take on that trade, and the Pirates may employ something called an opener, which I thought Brink did a good job explaining in the PG, which is to say they don't have a fifth starter right now, so they could use somebody to come in for an inning or two. Yeah. Take it away, Gene, so I don't have to talk for a while.
Yeah, Bill always explains these things really well. An opener, for those who don't know, is what you need is if you fail to buy beer with the twist-off caps, you need an opener.
It's the opposite of a closer, though, right?
It is the opposite of a closer. It's rather than designate someone a starter, because it's usually a person who's not going to go 5 or 6 innings, whatever the standard for the modern starter is. So therefore, he's an opener. He can go a couple of innings or more. But to get back to your original question, Bob, no, I don't like the Nova trade. He was traded for a bucket of balls, a bag of balls, if you will. You know, the Pirates' strength, I suppose, is starting pitching, but the Pirates do not have the kind of starting pitching, in my view, that should allow them to get rid of Ivan Nova for because he's going to make $9 million. I think that's preposterous, and, you know, we're always lectured that you can never have enough starting pitching. Well, the Pirates feel like they have enough starting pitching, and they're going to be sorry.
So we'll find out what they do with that extra money, but apparently they've come to, I'm sorry about this, folks, I'm trying.
Some of my Coke Zero.
With Jordan Lyles, who's a pitcher who spent time at the end of the year with Milwaukee. He could come in, we'll see how it goes. The other thing of the day that happened, Andrew McCutchen, he signed a 3-year deal for $50 million with the Phillies. So they expect a lot, and last year he had 20 home runs, hit, 280, I think it was, or 265, I can't remember, but he drove in 61 runs. So we'll give the Phillies a little punch. Now, the big news of the day was the press conferences. Well, actually, press conference. Can you talk?
Sure, I can talk.
While I regroup here.
Yeah, I suppose.
So is Ben Roethlisberger on his radio show, Mike Tomlin on his presser, talking about why Roethlisberger did not return early.
Yeah, and apparently it had something to do with the deficiency of medical information due in part to the X-ray machine at the Oakland Coliseum not being up to standard or not being able to deliver enough accurate information that would allow the coaching staff to get Ben back, or to make a decision as to whether or not to put Ben back in the game. That is totally believable if you've ever been to the Oakland Coliseum. It opened the year after the Roman Coliseum. It's about that old. And it's just a hole. Sunday night they found 2 dead mice in the soda machine in the press box. I'd been drinking from it all day. Thank you very much. So that's totally believable. Whether or not I would have mentioned it publicly, that's another issue. Steelers stunk on Sunday. You know, they deserved to lose that game in every way they could lose it, and they tried just about every way. I mean, you know, there's not a lot to say about it beyond that, I don't think.
All right, on that note, we'll take your break here, the first one of the night. We'll get your opinions of it. It's 412-575-2600. You can also tweet at KDPomp, at Gene Collier. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about potentially the Steelers going after a new kicker. They're not happy with Chris Boswell, who could be booted out of a job. Who knows? That's very much up in the air right now. But this is the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call, Pittsburgh CW on the Bordas and Bordas hotline. We'll take those calls and open up the lines next, right here. The Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call is brought to you by Ireland Contracting. #1 home exterior expert in roofing, siding, windows, and gutters.